Foods. To follow up on that, we're joined now by one of our regulars, Kristine Fretwell from busybutthealthy.com, and her daughter Sienna, who is here as well. Yes. Are you having a fun spring break?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good time. So Kristine's here to talk a little bit about how you get the kids involved in having some fun in the kitchen and making some healthy, nutritious snacks as well.
Yeah, totally.
Welcome once again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again. Yeah, it's great to have kids involved in the kitchen, especially when you're making healthy stuff. It just gets them more involved in the process, and in the end, they're more likely to eat it, and that's what we want, them eating the healthy stuff, right?
So we got some sprinkles, we got some coconut, we got some peanut butter. So what are we doing? What's Sienna going to do for us?
We're going to do some brownie protein truffles, and these are great because actually she doesn't eat meat. She's vegetarian.
Okay.
She's never really been a fan of meat, so I'm always looking for ways to get good quality protein into her. And these balls have about 4 to 5 grams of protein each, so they're really great.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll get started, and I'll get her started doing it, and then I'll go through all the other stuff I brought.
Okay, so you know what you're doing, right, Sienna?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay, so for this one, because it is a protein ball, we're adding some protein. I recommend a high quality protein. This one is really great. It's 100% New Zealand whey, which is a good option for protein because it doesn't have any hormones or antibiotics added to it.
Okay.
And this diesel is also sweetened with stevia, so there's no artificial colors or sweeteners or anything, so it's a great option to use for kids.
Okay.
And then we're also going to add in cocoa powder, of course, and this is just a plain unsweetened cocoa powder.
Okay.
Half a cup. So I'll get her to put that in. You want to dump that in, Sienna?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice.
Dump that in. And so why don't you stir that stuff around, and then we'll add in the...
Now Sienna's been working on her big muscles so she can stir this, right?
That's
Sienna?
right.
You're ready to go.
And then we're going to add in some honey. This is actually a sugar-free honey that I like. It's xylitol. You could totally use a regular honey, organic honey, whatever you like. Just adds a little bit of sweetness. You could also add brown rice syrup, any kind of sticky sweetener that you want. You want to dump that in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dump that in. And then, of course, we're going to add some peanut butter because that helps it all stick together. And again, I'm using the natural peanut butter.
Right. And again, we talk about this all the time. It has to say in the ingredients peanuts.
Peanuts,
and that's
exactly.
it, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it might have a little bit of salt. That's okay too. But yeah, you kind of just want the peanuts. Nothing that has like the hydrogenated oils. That's what we're trying to stay away from.
Right, or sugar inside of it. And
exactly.
That kind of
yeah,
stuff
because you can sweeten it with natural sweeteners and stuff on your own. So the peanut butter.
Stuck to this.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job.
We'll use the spoon after.
Look at you go. That's why I said you had to work your muscles, right?
That's right.
To get the peanut butter in there.
Okay, yeah. Now work on that, and we'll get our spoon here. Okay, you want to dump that peanut butter in? Here, I'm going to move this down here. We don't need that anymore.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, so dump that in. Scrape that in.
And this is, Kristine, I would imagine this is something you could do with the kids, like pick a new recipe every day. And
totally.
And I don't want to say it kills a couple of hours, but and sometimes when that late afternoon when the kids are like, what are we going to do now?
Yeah,
it's like, here's something
hey, let's make something.
So you stir that, Sienna, and why don't you tell us some of the other ones that you have here?
Yes, these are a hit. I literally had to get Sienna to not eat the whole batch before we came here. And these are homemade fruit roll-ups, and they're super easy to make. All you do is just blend either fresh or thawed frozen fruit in your blender.
Okay.
Add a little bit of sweetener, whatever you want, honey, stevia, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just blend it up, cook it down a little bit so it's like the consistency of a thick applesauce.
Okay.
And then you put it on a tray, like with a Silipad or parchment paper, in a really thin layer, and then it just goes into the oven and it dries out. It takes about 3 hours, but your oven's at such a low temperature, you could literally put it in the morning, and you could put it. That's the strawberry, raspberry, and mango. You could also add pureed carrots if you want to add some vegetables to it.
Right.
So it's basically like a healthy fruit roll-up.
Wow, these are really good.
They are. It's just like a really dehydrated fruit, but you don't need a food dehydrator.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really
okay.
simple. And then this one is Cheerio treat. So you're just using the plain, plain cereal, the one with the low sugar.
Yep.
And then you're just using any sort of sticky sweetener that you want. So honey, brown rice syrup. I use brown rice syrup in these. And then any kind of nut butter. And then you just mix it all together and put it in clumps and refrigerate it or freeze it, and that's it. It's literally just a few ingredients.
Okay, let's get back to Sienna now.
Sure.
She's doing a really good job.
We'll add a little bit of milk to help it along. This is just like almond milk.
Almond milk, okay.
Yeah, and so keep it going. You want me to add a little extra muscle here?
Yeah.
And then we'll start rolling, and
I'm with you, Sienna. If she's going to take it over, let her take it over, right?
Yeah.
Hey, do you want some of my fruit roll-up?
Yeah, we like that.
Do you like the strawberry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Likes them all.
There you go. They're very tasty.
Yeah, they are.
I like those.
And then, so from here, once you got it mixed together.
Now here's the fun part. Here's where the kids get excited, right?
Yeah, we're rolling. And they get to choose the toppings that go in it. I mean, I always have the coconut and chopped nuts option, but what do you think the kids are going to obviously choose?
Little
right?
sprinkles.
Yeah,
And that's
I mean,
okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little bit. As you can see, like not much is really stuck to the ball. So if that gets them excited about eating something healthier for them, having a little bit of sprinkles on top, why not? That's what I
Okay, Sienna, get your hands in there.
Yeah, just like that. You want to roll that one? Your sprinkles.
So then in the sprinkles they go.
Exactly.
Nice.
And then I actually like to have them in the freezer unless you're going to consume them right away, because they can go from freezer to eating like immediately, because they don't really get super hard. They kind of remain their softness a little bit.
Right.
So,
nice.
yeah.
Okay, throw it on there, Sienna, and you make another one and use the other sprinkles. And while you're doing that, tell me about what you've got over here with these little eggs.
Yeah, this is kind of just a fun little idea to do at
Easter time?
at Easter time, or any time really, whatever kind of is in stores. But I thought it was cute to get these little plastic Easter eggs from the dollar store and kind of set up a little buffet type thing with your kids and include a bunch of ingredients that they like. So they're, their favorite healthy cereal, maybe some dried fruit, chocolate chips, and then just have them put the ingredients in an egg and then put the lid on and shake it, open it up, and they got their own little trail mix or snack mix. So that's kind of neat.
It's a great idea. Perfect. All right, how's that one looking?
Good.
That's a lot of sparkles, eh? I like that.
Loading it up.
So if you want the recipes, first of all, I'm going to grab the fruit roll, because those are really tasty.
Yeah, we'll take some for your kids too.
Give us your website where the recipes are going to be.
Everything's at busybuthealthy.com. I put it up this morning, so there's a quick link to everything I've made here.
All right, so busybuthealthy.com, and Kristine Fretwell is here. And Sienna, you did a great job. You think you did okay? Mm-hmm. Yes. Good stuff.